Alright, sorry about that, folks. So you may notice it has a game over screen. I'll explain here in a minute. I'm gonna let this cutscene play out first so you guys can get a load of what's going on here.
Relocated now to St. Francis's Folly, new temptations torment me. Rumor amongst my fellow
brothers is that entombed beneath our monastery is the body of Teokan, one of the three legendary rulers of the lost continent Atlantis, and that with him lies his piece of the Atlantean Scion, a pendant divided and shared between the three rulers, which curbs tremendous powers. Powers beyond the Creator himself. My toes sweat at such possibilities, lying so close to my mortal self. Each night, I beat myself rid of these fantasies, but it is indeed a test.
Pierre, you litterbug.
Alright, so this is where the second set of levels start, but we're not going to get on that just yet. What we are going to do is, for some reason in my version, Lara doesn't start with her pistols, but there's going to be two lines. We're going to stand right here and shoot him from right here. He'll die eventually. Yeah, he's not dead just yet. By the way, for early game, these lions take a lot of bullets. Then again, what else do you expect? It's Lara's pistols. It doesn't really do that much damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this block out. We're going to pull it once, and then we're going to push it. You're probably wondering, why are we pulling it on the tiles? Well, that one has something to do with the door that we need to go through, and by pushing this one forward, it opens the door over there that actually allows us to open said door on top. So let's go ahead and jump on top here. Alright, sorry about that. And we're going to head into this room. So, if you stand on this tile right here, it'll close the door. You can actually avoid this by jumping over here to the side, but we're going to just go ahead and close the door anyway because, well, it's a whole lot easier to close the door, honestly. Please don't hit me too much, monkeys. Please stop hitting me so much. I may have to restart the level. These monkeys give me the most trouble. See, that right there. See, just like that, I have to restart the level, which is unfortunate. See, the problem with the monkeys is that if they hit you so much, you can only take so much damage before you have to restart the level. So, and I pretty much have to restart. So I'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, so we're back. So we're going to try and kill these monkeys as fast as possible this time and hopefully not get hit. Because you'll see why here in a second. The reason why I'm trying not to take so much damage, I'll explain why here in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this lever. And now I'm going to close the door. There's going to be one more monkey that spawns by pulling that lever, by the way. That lever is mandatory to pull. And by killing all the monkeys inside the room, what we are going to do is come up here and pull this lever and activate Pierre. Now, what does Pierre do, you ask? Well, he's kind of annoying, like really annoying. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. We really cannot take that much damage from him, because if we do, then that's an automatic restart. And again, I really don't like saving that much, so I'm trying not to save. I'm just trying to do this all in one clean swoop, you know? I don't really like saving that much. But this is going to be one of those levels I have to save, because I already know I'm going to die somewhere. So that guy right there, that was Pierre, as I've said earlier, and all you got to do is just shoot him until his health bar disappears. Once his health bar disappears, he'll just run away, and then Lara will lose her lock. So we're gonna jump over here onto this platform and walk up to the edge here. And then we're gonna tap backwards and do a running start. And then we're gonna jump here to the left and then slide some and then jump, and then we just jump, jump immediately and you'll pull yourself up here. We're gonna do the same right here. We're gonna slide a little bit, jump, and then grab this edge. This right here, my friends, is the first secret of the level. It includes shotgun shells and one large med pack. Let's go ahead and pick those up. Amazing items. So let's go ahead and drop down here. We're going to go down this way. Don't bother to stepping on those crumbling tiles. You will fall to your death. Unless you're using the glitch where you just immediately teleport down to the bottom. Which is really funny, by the way. So we're going to do a standing jump from right here. And we're going to walk over here and do a standing jump up here. And pick up this med pack. This med pack is specifically for us. Let's grab that. It's yummy. We want that. So now we're going to get a running start and jump all the way over here. And we're going to jump over here to the next tile. And we're going to back up all the way. And then we're going to get a running start and jump. And then we can just side jump all we want until we get to the door. I said door. Whoopsie. Now that we're in here, what we're going to do is you're going to see this little area down here. What we're going to want to do is go down backwards. And you'll see why here in a minute. So we're going to hold X the entire time we're going down this slide. And what Lara is going to do is she's going to grab the end here. And what we're going to do is pull ourselves up. And then after we fall off, immediately hold the jump button. This will land us in the secret area. There's probably another way to do that, but I find that to be the easiest way to do it. Alright, so there's some shotgun shells. And there's a med pack over here. And that's it for this room. Now you're probably wondering, we don't want to actually go down there just yet. What we do want to do is we want to drop into the water from here. Don't worry about the alligator. We'll deal with him here in a minute. He's not really one of our biggest worries. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here and pick up the shotgun shells. And now we're going to go back for a swim. Let me make sure I got it. Okay, good. Yeah. And now we're going to go back for a swim. And now we're going to actually deal with this alligator or whatever he is. I'm not really sure what he is. All I know is that he's in my way. So by pulling this lever, it removes all of that water. And you may notice that he is below us currently. I'm glad he didn't bite me too much. Alright, so now we're going to turn around and we're going to go back this way. We're going to walk up these stairs. And we're going to make it to this very, very big room. Is that even there? Yeah, it is there. Okay, I never thought that was there in the original. Okay, I was just tripping for a second. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to be right here, and we're going to do a standing jump, and we'll land right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and kill all these bats. There will be more to come, but right now we're not really focused too much on the bats. What we are focused on, however, is getting down from here. Now we're going to go the normal way. So, and by doing, to do that, we're going to run and jump over here and get down the normal way, because that's what I like to do. It also activates a bat, so let's go ahead and get rid of him. There's like 3 more bats on the ceiling there, but they'll activate soon enough. Oh, what? That's weird. I was going to say, I know for a fact another one of them's not activated yet. They're not supposed to activate it yet. They activate right here. So we're going to pull this lever, go ahead and get that lever out of the way. Now what we're going to do now is you can save here if you want. I probably won't because I really don't need to. But if you feel like you won't make it, then go ahead. But I'm not. So we're going to you're going to see that we're on a little tile here. We're going to get a run. We're just going to go ahead and run off here and grab the edge. You're going to take some forced, unfortunately, fall damage. Forced fall damage I never really liked. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to run into this room. We're on a time limit, by the way, so we want to get through there as fast as we possibly can. Pick up this med pack. These bats are going to follow me into this room. Let's go ahead and kill those. One of them made it in here. I'm not sure if the other guy did. Anyways, so big med pack and magnum clips. Cool. So let's go ahead and go kill this bat. He's on my nerves. I can hear his flapping through the door. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and there's going to be a lever where we're going to pull this. It is going to open up the Atlas room. There's only four levers to be pulled, so there's not 5 levers. There's just 4, so don't worry about it. So like if you think you're missing something, trust me, there's only 4 levers. So we're going to come over here, kill this bat, and pick up these magnum clips. Very nasty bat. We don't want him biting us now. He may have rabies. He doesn't, by the way. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to back step, and then we're going to get a running jump here. And this right here, hold on. Yeah, okay, just checking. We're going to pull this lever. This will open up the very tip-top room. That'll open up Neptune. Okay, just making sure there's a bat up there. You're probably wondering why I'm making sure. Sometimes bats just randomly activate for me, and sometimes they won't. I never understood why. So I'm testing almost every tile in this room. But in any case, we're going to pick up this med pack that's right here. Add to our pickup collection. Yes, sir. I'm going to do a side jump and get out of the way. And hopefully get my camera angle better so I don't fall off and die. So let's go ahead and do a standing jump. Pull ourselves up. Now you're probably wondering, why am I working my way up and not like, doing all of this normally? Well, honestly, I thought the same thing, but trust me, it's a whole lot it's a whole lot easier going down and then up. So let's go ahead and take care of these 2 bats. If we come over here, it'll activate 2 of these bats. So let's go ahead and get rid of them, get them off the gene pool, and have them out of our way. We'll get ourselves lined up here. Lining up jumps in this map is a nightmare, by the way. But don't worry, you shouldn't die as long as you take your time. So now we're going to get a running start and jump over here. And then we're going to climb all the way back up here. And pull, I think, the last lever. Let's go ahead and kill these 2. Let me go ahead and check these tiles back here just to make sure. Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a normal standing jump. Then, oh, please. Oh, man, I freaked out for a second there, man. You have no idea. If I would have fallen, I would have had to have done this entire level over again. That would have really sucked. I freaked out so bad right there. That's clip worthy. Anyways, so we're going to pick up this med pick. Med pick? That's when you know I got scared. I can't pronounce words properly. I was so freaked out. I was like, oh no, dude, I don't want to do this all over again. So let's go ahead and we're gonna see this little area over here. I'm gonna see if this activates a bat or not. I can swear that it does. Let's go ahead and test that theory. Let's see if it was worth coming over here, if it was just a waste of my time. It was just a waste of my time. I'm making sure that no bats. I'm not missing any bats, because sometimes I do, and I don't want to do that. So even if we don't make this jump, we'll still slide under it and right here. So we won't really take any fall damage. We're pretty much fine from that. So we go ahead and turn around and make our way back around. Alrighty, let's get back up here. And now we're just gonna make our way back up. And we've pulled all the levers we basically need to pull. So all we got to do now is just get out of here. Just head back towards the top, Oh, yeah, for some reason there's still 3 bats on the ceiling. I have no idea why they're just chilling there. Normally they come down for me, but they haven't yet. Oh, there we go. There they come. There comes some of them anyway. No, that appears to be the last bats. Good. I don't want them up there anymore. They're on my nerves. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a running jump over here, and then let's go kill these bats. add to our kill count. And also so we can get the sucking wind achievement. So let's go ahead and do a back step, line ourselves up so we don't fall. Now let me check that all the bats are actually well and truly dead. They are, which is a good thing. And now we're going to walk up to the edge here. You may notice that I'm being very careful compared to all my other videos. That's because I really don't want to fall and have to do all this over again. And I'm pretty confident that I won't die, which is already a mistake. I already know I'm going to die to something. So let's go ahead and pull this lever. This will give us access to a key that we need in order to leave this level. All 4 rooms have keys in them. So let's go ahead and pick up this key right here. And now we're going to swim all the way back up. Won't take too long, by the way. And trust me, it may look like you don't have a lot of breath, but trust me, you have a crap ton. So you're pretty much safe. Alrighty. So that's the first room done and dusted, and now we're heading back down. So let's go ahead and take a step backwards and run and jump. And now I'm going to do this the way I prefer to do it. So we're going to walk like right about here. We're going to tap backwards and fall down and let go. And then we're going to sidestep left and we're going to tap backwards, fall down and let go. And now we're going to head into the Atlas room. Let's go ahead and take care of this room. There goes that guy. There goes another gorilla. So there's an achievement you can get in this room. I'll show you how to get it. It's pretty easy to get it too. I'm a little worried that I might die here because it's a whole lot easier to die in this room than it looks. What you're supposed to do is run all the way over here and get to this spot right here and then jump up. So let's go do that. And if you did it correctly, you should get an achievement for doing so. I already have that achievement, so you have no idea how scared I am right now. One screw up and it's all over. This was if they had permadeath for Tomb Raider, oh my god, dude, so stressful. It'd be the most stressful thing you've ever played in your life, aside from other games that already have permadeath in it. Tomb Raider would be probably the most stressful game you can possibly play, not to mention the bugs that are already in it. It'd be a nightmare. I love Tomb Raider, but permadeath? Nope, I wouldn't do it. You cannot pay me. I mean, you could probably pay me $1 million to do it, but like, man, it's just like all my hair would be pulled out by the time I'm done. So we're gonna make it to the Thor room here. Let me make sure I'm recording so I don't sound like a goofball. So there's gonna be this disco ball in the room. When you step on the tile right here, it'll actually activate. I say disco ball. It's not a disco ball. I don't know what it is, honestly. It's just a giant electrical thing that really wants to shock us. The easiest way that you can really get through this room is do a swan dive, so I've noticed, because for some weird reason the swan dives seem to prevent you from taking damage. We're going to activate this hammer. And if we stand right about here, a block should fall on top of our heads. And you'll get an achievement for that as well. So let's go ahead and push this. Guys, you can stop with the orchestrated music now. You guys can stop with the orchestrated music now. We've practically made it past that part. I love how I love how long the music goes on for. I never really understood why they made it that long. It's not like we're actually facing anything really scary here. We just had to deal with a lightning ball. So we're gonna push this block twice. Guys, the orchestrated music could stop. Alright, so we're going to do a running jump, and we're going to come up here and grab ourselves a med pack, a small med pack. Oh yeah, by the way, the music finally stopped. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and make ourselves lined up with this area over here. This is the part that makes me cringe a lot, because I always have been worried since I was a little child that I'll never make that jump. And the reason why is because I would always clench up, especially whenever you're playing with the old graphics like this. It's just it feels odd. It just gives you that sense of feeling that it makes you feel. It's just I don't know. Like playing with the newer graphics, I feel safe, but like whenever I play with the old graphics, it just reminds me how well and truly how hard this game actually is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna aim ourselves for that door right there and start swan diving. So let's do this, and hopefully not screw up neither. I really have no idea what the legit way to get through that room is, but that's as close as we're getting. Oh, there's Pierre. He's shooting at me, which sucks. I don't know why he can shoot at me, but we certainly can't shoot at him from up this far, which sucks. Anyways, so we've made our way down to the Damocles room. I hate this room for multiple reasons, and you might just see why. It depends on if I die. This is our last obstacle aside from Pierre. I'm not really worried about the lions. They're the last of my worries right now. So let's go ahead and pull ourselves up right here. And we're going to go ahead and pick up this med pack. This level is actually more dangerous than the level we're going to be playing after this, and a few more after that. So by picking up this key in this room, you're probably wondering, well, what did that do? Well, I'm going to be playing in the original graphics just to show you what it actually did, because it's a whole lot harder to see the shadow in the remastered graphics, because you can't really see the shadow there. If I get close enough, you can't really see a shadow, which is unhelpful, which is why we're going to be playing with the original graphics. You can't really, I mean, you can see it, but it's hard to see, and that's why we're going to be playing with these graphics. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk in a diagonal, and these things should not be able to get us. So that's how we're going to get through this room, all right? So, oh, there goes one. There's another. Ooh, that almost got us. Ooh, that one almost got us as well. Ooh, man, I'm actually so scared right now. You have no idea how stressful this is. You have no idea how well and truly stressful this is. Oh my lord. I'm so freaked out, dude. Like one misstep and it's pretty much all over. Alright, cool. You can actually get an achievement by letting only one of the swords hit you, but we're not going to let any of the swords hit us. We're just going to leave. Because we don't want to be hit. So let's try and deal with Pierre while we have the option. Let's see if I can get a lock on him. See, if we stand right here, for some reason Pierre doesn't want to shoot at us here. Okay, I don't really want to shoot at the lions. I want to shoot at Pierre. There we go. I got a lock on him now. And now all we got to do is pretty much just sit here, and what he's going to do is he's going to run around the room. He's like, oh crap, I'm being shot. I got to find a spot where she can't shoot me. And that's the problem. He can't find a spot, so we're pretty much just going to be shooting him the entire time here. I'm just going to hold the look button just so you can see what I'm doing, because, you know, the camera's a little odd. Where is Pierre? Oh, there he is. He's not doing the same thing he was earlier. Last time I tried to record this, which is the recording that I actually wanted to use to, you know, make this part of this video walkthrough, but unfortunately, for some reason, the PlayStation didn't let me use it. Alright, so Pierre's gone. That's cool. That's a good thing. And that means killing these lions are going to be a whole lot easier than they were going to be before. So let's go ahead and get these lions at least low enough to the point where I feel like I'm safe enough to drop down there. Or maybe just kill one and then kill the other after we drop down. Alright, cool. The other lion is just waiting for me to come down. He knows. Buddy, you have to die one way or another. Whoa, where'd my camera go? That's a bug and a half. Oh well, that's funny. Alright, cool. So we got through the level without saving once. Alright, nice. Didn't expect that. I was actually really freaked out there. So just so you guys can see my stats, I have all 4 secrets. I have every single pickup. I've got all of the kills. I have 400 and I've used 446 ammo bullets. I have hit 339 of them, used 0 med packs, and just so you know that I got all the kills, I'll even roam around for you guys in the old format. So you can see that there's no bats on the ceilings. There's nothing. There's no one here. Nobody's home. They've been evacuated by Laura's pistols. And just like that, this level is cleared. It's a full clear. So let's go ahead and do this from left to right. Trust me, always do it from the left to right. If you do it from right to left, you'll have to fiddle with the keys like you're trying to get into your door at like 3 in the morning. Trust me, it's not fun. Especially if you got like a large set of keys and you just don't know which one goes in the hole because you're too tired. So let's go ahead and put this key in here. All 4 of these keys. And the last key, here we go. Thor's key. Out of all those rooms, I do have to say the scariest one, in my opinion, has to be the Damocles room. Like, the Thor room really isn't that scary. It just depends on what port you're playing on. If you're playing on the VR port, you really can't avoid damage in there, but oh well. So, 21 minutes, 54 seconds, and 2.80 kilometers traveled. Crazy. So, that is, I am Sugar the Protogen. I'm going to be signing off, and this was fun. I love this level. I loved it when I was a kid, and I still hold that stance today. I love this level. But even though it is clearly stress-inducing, it is still a very fun level to play. As it's just like you get to climb a really big area. It's just so nice. So I honestly hope you enjoyed this episode. We will be back next time with the Colosseum, which is my favorite level, and you will see why.